I've observed many times where when people get a fever, they automatically want to get rid of this fever. And that is a big mistake. Now, let's just kind of give you the basics. The normal temperature of your body should be between 97.8 to 99 degrees Fahrenheit, or that's 36.5 degrees Celsius to 37.2 degrees Celsius. And this can vary a little bit depending on your age, if you're male or female, etc. Now, babies and children generally have a higher temperature. It's normal for a newborn baby to have a temperature of 99.5 Fahrenheit or 37.5 Celsius. And as we age, we actually get cooler. Someone in their 80s could have a temperature of 93.5 degrees Fahrenheit and be completely normal. The problem with that is when they get a fever, that temperature could be actually what is normal for someone that is younger. And the purpose of a fever is to fight pathogens, to help you decrease the duration of an infection. So if you instantly go to ibuprofen and Tylenol and try to break the fever, you're going to end up with the infection a lot longer than you should. Also, a fever helps mobilize and increase your white blood cells. So it's quite fascinating. There's many things to do to speed up this cycle of an infection. One is to take the right nutrients. Now, with children, I found if you give them calcium, like calcium lactate, it seems to help them overcome an infection very fast. And it's been something that I've recommended to reduce fevers naturally, which is really just improving their ability to overcome this infection. And in addition to calcium, trace minerals are really important. And the other thing that's very important is fasting. Apparently, when you get an infection, you lose your appetite, and you should just basically go for a period of time without eating because that's going to actually strengthen your immune system big time. But let's just kind of go through the different age ranges and when you should call your doctor. If you have an infant younger than 3 months, if the temperature is over 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit, you might want to check with your doctor. If your child is between 3 months to 3 years, if it goes over 102.2 degrees Fahrenheit, check with your doctor. Now, between the ages of 4 and 18, if the temperature gets over 104 Fahrenheit, you might want to check with your doctor. And if you're over 18 and it's over 105 degrees Fahrenheit, check with your doc. But generally, if it's below that, I would do things to strengthen the immune system and not automatically trying to turn off this fever with a medication. Instead, I would recommend getting in a hot bath, wearing a lot of clothes when you go to sleep so you can sweat it off. That always seems to work very, very nicely. Now, some interesting points about temperature in general. When a person is lying, the temperature of their forehead, their eyes, and their neck go up, yet the temperature of their nose goes down. So the next time when someone is potentially lying to you, go ahead and put your hand on their forehead while they're answering your question. Is there anything that you're eating that you shouldn't be eating? Actually, don't mention my name when you ask that question. Now, when you consume red hot chili peppers, your temperature actually goes up. So one thing I like about red hot chili peppers, in fact, peppers in general, any type of peppers, not only can they actually help increase a fever, but they're loaded with vitamin C. So any hot and spicy peppers is a very good thing to take when you're going through an infection. Now, this next one is a bit of a side note. People tend to sleep better in a colder room. And generally, when you smoke, you increase your temperature. And I don't recommend smoking if you're having a fever. But the point is, when you get a fever, you actually want to enhance the fever by staying hot. Before you go real quick, I have a course entitled How to Bulletproof Your Immune System. It's a free course. I want you to take it. And here's why. Here's you. Here is your environment. Everyone is focused on this over here, avoiding your environment. But what about here? What about strengthening your immune system? That's what's missing. This course will show you how to bulletproof yourself. And so you can tolerate and resist your environment much better by strengthening your own immune system. I put a link down in the description right down below. Check it out and get signed up today.
Hey, before